sleep is important to me. I like to think of sleep as a foundation of health upon which the other pillars are built on, right? So a lot of people are aware of nutrition as it relates to health and exercise, and both of those things are so important. But when you're not getting enough sleep, those things are actually less effective because sleep impacts your metabolism, it stabilizes your hormones. It impacts your cardiovascular system in a way that if you're not getting enough sleep, you increase your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease. It impacts your body's ability to regulate your blood sugar, so you're more likely to have type 2 diabetes. Your hunger hormone is increased when you're not sleeping well, and the hormone that signals that you're full is decreased. You also are in a state of instant gratification, valuing instant gratification when you're not getting enough sleep. So you're more likely to make poor choices as it relates to food and other things. You're less likely to be physically active, but even if you are active, the calories that you burn from everyday activities, your NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, actually decreases when you're sleep deprived. And then when we think about your mental health, your chances and risks of things like depression and anxiety increase significantly when you're underslept. Your emotional regulation and your performance, right? A lot of people, like you said, high achieving women may feel like I don't have time to sleep because I have to be, here and do this and be productive, but you're actually more efficient. You get more done in less time when you're well slept. Your creativity is increased, your problem solving skills, your leadership, like everything is affected when you're not getting enough sleep. So it truly is a foundation of living a happy, healthy, and productive life.
Okay, now what about when you're the type of person that has a lot of energy in your body and it just seems like the energy just doesn't want to burn off? Some people will say adrenaline, some people will say insomnia. What about when you're somebody that you don't get to the point naturally where you feel, right? Feel like sleeping, your body just doesn't go to that shutdown place. What do you say to individuals like that, and maybe some things that they may need to look into as regards to why their body's not getting to that point where it wants to rest?
Yeah. So what I would say is anyone who feels that way, I would challenge them a little bit to say your body probably is getting to that point, but you may be so used to pushing through that point that it's difficult to recognize it. I like to think about it this way. I have people who will ask me like, well, when I don't get a lot of sleep, like I say, I get a few hours of sleep, I actually feel better than when I get more sleep, like I feel more tired. And the reason for that often comes down to the fact that when you're not getting enough sleep, you actually trigger your body's fight or flight stress response system because your body says if we are not taking the time to dedicate to this very important restorative process, clearly there's some sort of danger or threat. So let's increase cortisol, let's increase adrenaline so we can fight against these sleepy signals because there's a threat. So we need to remain alert. So you get a wave of energy from cortisol and adrenaline, but are you restored? Is your body refreshed? Are you functioning optimally? No. But you're existing on cortisol. You're existing on that adrenaline, that high. So I would say you need to take a step back and actually listen to your body's needs. One thing I recommend everyone do at least once in their lifetime, but people who say, I don't know what my sleep need is, or I don't remember what it feels like to be rested, I recommend taking something called a sleepcation, which is a vacation that is focused solely on your sleep and listening to your body's needs. So taking 5 to 7 days, yes, a vacation just to sleep, because how many times have you gone on vacation that you need a vacation from vacation because you didn't really rest? And you simply allow yourself to fall asleep naturally, allow yourself to wake up naturally as well. No hard and fast engagements, no alarm clocks and things like that. Because the first few days you'll be sleeping off sleep debt, so the amount of sleep you missed out on that you built up. But after that, you'll find that you're falling into this rhythm, falling asleep, waking up at the same time, feeling refreshed and restored. And that can be helpful to remember what it's like to feel sleepy naturally and to feel rested. So you're more likely to go after that feeling when you're done with that period.
Okay, got it.